What's up everybody? Welcome back to the Goodview Woodworks channel. My name is Nathan, and today in this video we're gonna go over the #1 epoxy hack to show you how to estimate all the epoxy that you need for your next project. Check it out. Alright guys, so from almost the beginning of this channel, you guys have been asking me, Nathan, how do I guesstimate how much epoxy I need? Nathan, how much epoxy does it take to fill up this mold? Nathan, did you guess how much epoxy you need before you poured this project? How do you do that? Well, today I'm gonna show you. Check this out. So I have a piece of pecan here that I've already ripped down on my bandsaw. As you can see here. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna show you step by step how to guesstimate how much epoxy you need to fill a river. Step 1, you need to set the outside dimensions of your table or clock or art project or whatever you're using to fill the void using casting epoxy or whatever project you're making. Okay. Now that you have your pieces set up the way that you want them, what we're going to do is we are going to measure the width across, which is 17 inches. And we're going to measure the length of our table. Let's see the longest part here. Let's go 26 1/4. Okay, let's write that down. Okay, so now that we have our table set up, or your project set up, we want to know how much epoxy will it take to fill the void in your project, to measure the widest point of your river or void or whatever you're gonna fill with epoxy, okay? Okay, so out of this whole piece, we're gonna stop right here and we're gonna measure this part right here, which is the widest point of the river. And that is about 4 inches. Okay, so we're gonna write that down. 4 inches is the widest part of that river. Since our project has a really weird shape to the void, we're gonna break it up in 2 sections. We're gonna measure to this point right here, and then we'll calculate this space right here. All right, so let's get the measurement here. It's about 20.5 inches. So we're gonna do 20.5 times 4 times the thickness of our board. 1 3/4 inches. Go ahead and multiply those 3 numbers together and you will get a cubic inch value. After you have that value, go ahead and mark it down and we'll move on to the next step. Okay. After multiplying those 3 numbers together, we got 143.5 inches. So the next step, measure that weird shape on the end. And what I like to do is just make everything into a rectangle, because even if you have just a little bit more epoxy left over, it's better to have too much than too little. So we already have the 17 inches from before, and we already have the thickness, which is 1 3/4 inches. So what we're gonna do for the third number is we're gonna measure from here to the end of our board. From here to here. So what you can do is grab a straight edge, whatever you'd like to use. In my case, I'm gonna grab an old Coca-Cola box. We're gonna set it right there, up to it. And let's measure. So it looks like we are just about at 6 inches. So let's write down our 3 numbers. 6 inches long by 17 inches tall by 1 3/4 inches thick. So we'll multiply those together. 178.5 cubic inches. Okay, now we're going to take our 2 numbers. We're going to add those together. 143.5 plus 178.5 gives us 322 cubic inches. Okay, now that we have the cubic inch number that we need, what we have to do is convert cubic inches into gallons. And this will work with whatever system you're using, whether it's metric or US standard or imperial, people like to call it. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use Google to take my cubic inch number and turn it into gallons. So we are gonna see how many gallons it's gonna take to fill this river. Are you ready? Okay, I'm not sure if you guys can see this, but we're gonna take our volume and we're gonna type in 322 cubic inches, and that is gonna give us 1.39 gallons. All right guys, it is as simple as that. I know it may take a little bit for you guys to understand that, but just watch this video over and over so you can get the hang of it. The cool thing is that this piece right here is only gonna take 1 of Stone Coat Countertop's Super Cast kit, because in the kit, it is a 1.5 gallon kit, 1.5 gallons, and this came out to just a hair under that. So, to do a project this size, it will take only 1 kit. Guys, I hope you really enjoyed this video. I hope that you learned a lot. Do me a favor, if you like this video, go ahead and smash that like button. Also, ring the bell to the right of the subscribe button so that you get notified anytime that I post a new video. And last but not least, if this is your first time here, hit that subscribe button for me too. All right guys, if you have any questions, feel free to leave them down in the comments section. And until next time, thanks for hanging out with us.